A green hot beam of light slams into the sidewalk, and your best friend instantly turns into a pile of gray ash. You don't even have time to scream before a second blast vaporizes the car next to you in a fireball. This isn't a movie. This is the first 10 seconds of an alien invasion that just deleted 3 billion lives. The sky is crowded with mile-wide obsidian ships that are systematically erasing every major city on the entire map. Your phone is a brick, the grid is dead, and the human era just ended in a single heartbeat. To understand how we lost the world, we have to look at the bloody timeline of our extinction. The first hour of the war is a total slaughter as the invaders neutralize every military base from the sky. You watch as a squadron of fighter jets is swatted out of the air by invisible walls of force. Our most advanced missiles hit their hulls and simply dissolve into harmless sparks without leaving a single scratch or mark. There is no negotiation and there are no demands. There is only the cold sound of high-energy plasma burning. The realization hits that our entire global defense system is nothing more than primitive toys to these silent killers. We are not being fought. We are being cleaned off the surface of the planet like a common virus. By sunset, the aliens begin deploying ground units that move through the ruins with the precision of a surgical strike. These hunters don't use bullets, they use sonic pulses that liquefy human organs from 100 yards away. You are hiding in a basement, listening to the wet thud of bodies hitting the pavement above your head. Every thermal sensor in their armor can see your heartbeat through 3 feet of solid concrete and steel. There is nowhere to run when the enemy can see your fear as a heat signature in the dark. The city is no longer a home. It is a giant kill box where the hunters never miss a shot. The invaders begin the second phase by dropping massive harvesters that begin to literally suck the oceans dry for fuel. You see the coastline recede by miles as billions of gallons of water are pulled into the hovering ships. Marine life is left to rot in the mud, while the invaders strip the earth of its most vital elements. They are not interested in our gold or our culture. They are here for the basic chemistry of our planet. Humanity is relegated to the status of annoying insects that are occupying a valuable and resource-rich piece of rock. The global economy vanishes as the very elements of life are stolen by a force that doesn't care. A desperate human resistance forms in the sewers, using scavenged alien tech and dirty bombs to strike at the invaders. You are part of a suicide squad tasked with planting a nuclear core inside a landed transport ship tonight. The mission is a meat grinder that costs the lives of everyone you have ever known or loved in seconds. You crawl over the bodies of your friends just to get one shot at the alien engine core. This is not a war for glory. It is a frantic and disgusting struggle to kill just one god. We have learned that if it bleeds blue, we can find a way to make it die today. The aliens retaliate by releasing a biological fog that turns the very air into a toxic and unbreathable soup. You watch as people in the streets gasp for breath while their lungs turn into useless and bloody pulp. To survive, you have to wear a heavy mask that smells like stale rubber and your own recycled breath. The Earth is being terraformed into a purple hellscape that is perfect for them, but lethal for us. The trees turn to glass, and the water turns to acid as the planet's ecosystem is overwritten forever. We are living in a grave that is being prepared for a species that hasn't even arrived yet. In the reclamation camps, the survivors are branded with neural links that turn them into mindless drones for the invaders. You see your own family members walking in a trance, carrying heavy crates of ore into the dark ships. Their eyes are blank, and their personalities have been erased to make room for basic labor commands and scripts. The human soul is being deleted and replaced by a cold operating system that serves the alien hive mind. You realize that death is actually a mercy compared to becoming a biological tool for an ancient master. Every day is a battle to keep your own mind from slipping into the gray and silent void. The final stand takes place at a mountain stronghold where the last of the world's leaders have gathered to die. You are on the front line, watching a wall of plasma fire erase the horizon in a single flash. We have one remaining satellite linked to a kinetic harpoon that could take out the main alien mothership. The command is given, and a rod of tungsten falls from space like the hand of a vengeful god. The sky ignites as the massive craft breaks apart, raining fire and debris across 3 different and broken continents. It is a small victory, but it proves that the human spirit cannot be fully and easily broken. The war drags on for years as we move into the deep crust of the earth to survive. We have become a species of ghosts, haunting the ruins of a civilization that we used to call ours. The aliens still rule the surface, but every shadow in the rubble holds a human with a jagged blade. We have traded our comfort and our future for a permanent and bitter state of total and bloody war. The roar of our defiance is the only thing that echoes through the empty and toxic city streets. We may be beaten, but we are the most dangerous prey in the entire and vast galaxy. To make matters worse, the aliens begin harvesting our very genetic material to enhance their own dying biological shells. You see laboratories where human DNA is spliced with alien sequences to create a new race of hybrid soldiers. These half-breeds are faster and stronger than any human, and they hunt their own kind with terrifying efficiency. The war is no longer just against an outside force, but against a corrupted version of our own image. Every encounter with these hybrids is a psychological nightmare that shatters the will of the remaining human resistance. We're being replaced by a version of ourselves that has no empathy and no mercy for the weak.
As the planet's core is tapped for energy, massive earthquakes begin to tear the crust apart, swallowing entire cities whole. You witness the ground opening up and pulling the ruins of London and New York into the molten depths. The aliens are destabilizing the entire world just to power their interstellar fleet for the next long jump. We are standing on a ticking time bomb that is being triggered by a force that sees us as ants. The few survivors left must navigate a shifting landscape of volcanic fire and collapsing mountain ranges every single day. There is no stable ground left to build a life on in this dying and broken world. The last transmission from the surface is a recording of a child laughing in a world of total darkness. It is a signal to the invaders that they can take our land, but they cannot take our spirit. We will wait in the dark for 1,000 years if that is what it takes to win. Every alien that steps into the ruins is a target for a people who have nothing left. The story of Earth is not over. It has just moved into a much darker and more violent. We are the nightmare that the monsters will learn to fear before the sun finally sets on.